Hey friends, welcome to your practice. This practice is a twist and flow. So hence we will be twisting, flowing a little bit. And with those twists, we will be helping the body to excrete any unwanted toxins. So twisting out the toxins, we'll be massaging our internal organs, those types of things. And we'll have fun while we do it. So let's get started with this nice tall seat. So this tall seat might mean one leg extended or the other. It might mean just the way I'm seated right now. However you want to sit nice and tall and be for a couple of moments. Alrighty, so we'll close the windows of the eyes. We'll allow the palms to rest gently on the knees. And we'll lift the crown of our heads up towards the sky as we simultaneously drop down and reach down with the sit bones down to the center of the earth. And then start to bring awareness to the internal world as we've closed the windows of the eyes to the external. Bring awareness to what's happening inside. So right away to the breath. That rhythm of breathing that is always there with you. And just doing a nice little check-in with any strong sensations you might be feeling in the body. So whether it be any tingling or discomfort, any stiffness, or perhaps there's not much going on at all, and that's fine too. So we're just simply observing our internal world. We recognize that we are still thinking, and thoughts will come and go. That is also part of our internal world. What I'd like you to do is every time a thought that pops up, I want you to, on the exhale, almost like you're breathing or blowing that thought away, like the wind. So every time you have a thought, exhale to let it go. You're more than welcome to do that throughout our practice as well, to bring you back to your postures, your movements, to the present. Let's take one more deep, deep breath together down to the belly. So we'll inhale through the nose. And let's exhale out the mouth together. And then blink your lovely eyes open. Great. So continue to face me the way you are right now to the front of your mat. I'm just going to face you this way so I can be the front of my mat as well. And we'll take our feet flat on the earth, and then we'll start to hug our legs in towards our bodies. And speaking of the word hug, I'd like you to hug yourselves here. So let's take our arms and wrap them around our legs and give ourselves a tight embrace here. Squeeze in. And then on the exhale, keep the arms wrapped around the legs, but just drop the shoulders down and straighten the crown of the head up as well as the spine, shooting our tailbone, our sits bones down to the earth, and then keeping the right arm wrapped around our legs. I'd like you to take your left hand, sweep it back behind you, prop it in towards your body on the floor, like a bicycle kickstand kind of, and rooting down with the left fingertips, reach up to the crown of the head. And on your exhale, start to turn over to the left to gaze over your left shoulder. Okay, so starting off with a nice twist here. Just a nice subtle one. Inhale, grow a little taller. And exhale, come back through center, this time switching sides. So gathering the knees in with the left arm. Right hand goes back behind you, roots down to the earth with the fingertips, rise up to the crown of the head, inhale. Exhale, twist, looking over to the right shoulder. And once again, pausing here. Let's come back through center. Okay, let's extend our legs, give them a little bit of a shake, maybe a flip-flop of the feet side to side, like windshield wipers. And then keep the left leg nice and long. Bring the right foot to the inner left thigh, extending that left leg from the hip, flexing the left foot, and bring the arms up. So inhale, reach, 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 nice and tall. And on the exhale, hinging forward, leading with your glorious heart over that left leg. Let the arms go down to the floor. And instead of having that nice tall spine we just did, I'd like you to round your spine to let go of pressure on the low back, tucking the chin in. Letting go of any tension from the neck. The jaw can be soft here. And then as we stay nice and low, take the right hand to the outside of the left leg. So it can be perhaps the ankle, maybe the shin, maybe even the knee. That's fine too. Take the left arm back behind you, sweep it back behind you, tuck it in towards the waist, and then inhale, reach, open that left shoulder. Exhale, pause here with your breath, your pose. Come back through center with that left arm. Stay nice and low for a sec for me. And then as we stay low, probably noticing now that your back is quite straight. That's great because we're going to clasp our thumbs together here. We'll contract our abdomens, our abs here, strong core as we rise our arms up to inhale. And then exhale to release the arms like wings down. Great, let's switch sides. So right arms goes nice and long, straight forward there. Flexing the right foot, left foot to the right inner thigh. Reach the arms up. Inhale, really reach through the crown of the head, through the fingertips. And then exhale, hinging forward, but leading with the heart to come down. Tuck chin to chest, let the arms go, shoulders go. Feeling that lovely hamstring stretch on the right side of the body. The right leg. Let's take the left hand this time, reach around to grab the right leg. So whatever that means to you, the ankle, the shin, the foot. Take the right arm back behind you, tucking it into the low back, and then peeling open the right shoulder. Taking a few breaths here. And then as we stay nice and low, sweep the right arm forward. Reach both arms all the way away from your body. Clasp your thumbs together. On the inhale, rise the torso up, strong torso, reach up tall. Exhale, release your arms. Lovely. Let's come over onto hands and knees, shall we? So sweep those legs back behind you. Alrighty, and from our hands and knees, I'd like us to take a downward facing dog off the bat here. So wrist creases about parallel to the front of the mat. The wrists come a little bit further in front of the shoulders. Tuck your toes. All right, nice spread wide fingertips. And then lift up the knees on the inhale. And on the exhale, as you look back towards your feet, shift backwards. So really shift back. Now, if it's difficult to really get those heels down, that takes quite a while, and sometimes with our bodies, not everyone has the ability necessarily to get the heels down. That's okay. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Okay, I encourage you. I still bend my knees a bit, right? It also takes off the pressure from the shoulders if we bend the knees a bit here. And we're rooting and pressing down towards the heels. Yeah. Okay, take your gaze from your feet now to your hands and take as many steps forward towards the front of the mat. And I'll say hello to my plant there. So I'll actually move my plant just a little bit. So from our forward fold, feet like they're on train tracks, parallel to each other, releasing our torso here. Another opportunity to let the jaw relax, the teeth and the lips depart. And then take your hands, slide them up your shins as you inhale for a halfway lifting. Belly to spine. Exhale, releasing. Okay, rise your hands up your shins again. Inhale, pause, exhale. But this time, in this halfway lift, I'd like you to take your right arm, slide it up even further so that our right forearm is just above the knee, and we start to bend the right knee. So we're just hanging out here and leaning on that leg, okay? As we extend the left leg and reach the left arm up nice and tall. Okay, so it's a little bit of a twist. It's also a lengthening extension of the left side of the body. Good. And on your exhale, bring the left arm down, bend the left knee, take the left forearm just above the knee, relax in there and settle in, and extend the right side of the body. So right leg becomes extended, right arm is extended, shoulder on shoulder. Now keep going here to the rhythm of your own breath. Okay, so like wings, we float one side up. On the inhale, we extend, and on the exhale, we float our wing back down. Okay. Keep going with your breath. Wherever you're at, always good to complete the full cycle of breath and sides. So finishing with that right arm extended, right leg extended. Finishing that side to bring it down, and then find your chair pose from here. So now both knees are bent. Okay, we're sinking our buttocks back to the earth like we're sitting into an imaginary chair. Sweep your arms up, inhale. Sorry, plant. Exhale, shift back into your chair pose. Now it's funny that I automatically, without even thinking about it, I start to rise my toes up. And you know why I do that? I want to emphasize that I'm sinking back into the heels instead of shifting forward. And so that I can see my toes and my knees are parallel to each other, right? So give that a shot. Rise the toes maybe up a little bit just to emphasize that we do want to sink back into the heels. You're doing really well. Inhale one more here, pause. And this time exhale to sprout up like a flower, extending all the way up to standing. And then palms to the heart center. Great. Let's bring those arms up to inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take a step back with your right foot to a lunge. So we get to choose a low or high lunge. We get choices, right? Always choices. Lower the back knee down or keep it charged up. I'm going to keep it down for a sec here. Tuck the back toes under, right? Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms to heart center. Okay, and then what I'd like you to do is take the right fingertips down onto the earth, bringing them just below the shoulder. And again, if you're charged up, that's fine too. And then rise the left arm up. So we're twisting now towards the left. We're stacking our wings. I'll show you what it looks like to rise up that back leg. Okay, front knees over ankle. Looking down or up to you with your neck. Exhale, lower the knee if it's risen. Bring both hands down to the earth because now I'd like to come into half splits. So fingertips on either side of the front leg. We start to shift our hips back now so that our hips are over that right knee. So right hip over right knee. Extend the left leg. Yeah, another hamstring stretch, right? Flex the left foot. Left knee is a bit soft, so without locking the joint, inhale, rise the heart up. And exhale, hinging over that left leg. Again, leading with the heart when we come into these forward bends, right? Let's find one more inhale to rise the heart up a little bit here. So we can exhale here maybe to come a little bit lower. Even a millimeter. Those millimeters count. Sure do. Rise your hearts up. Okay, hands on the earth or fingertips on the earth even to sweep that left leg back to all fours to find your downward dog. So take a moment or two here. Okay, wrist creases parallel, front of the mat, toes are tucked, lift knees up. Exhale, shift back. Okay, pausing here. Rise your right leg to the sky in three-legged dog. Okay, nice square hips. Take your gaze to the front of the mat now. Always a difficult transition, you guys, okay, is this shifting forward to bring the foot through. So as we shift like we're coming into three-legged dog to plank, keep the right knee into the chest, really tuck up through the belly button to round the spine and the shoulders, and then maybe step through, okay? It's not an easy transition, okay? It takes a lot of practice, so please don't be too hard on yourselves, okay? Then I want you to lower the back heel down to come into warrior one. So, warrior one, back heel down, reach the arms up, front knees bent. Exhale, plug the shoulders into their sockets. So we've got square hips again here. Okay, palms to the heart. Okay, find a moment here or two. Bring the arms back up, inhale. Exhale here, plug the shoulders into their sockets. Once again, good, and then cactus the arms. So shoulders are nice and low, but our elbows are in line with the shoulders, so we're right angling the arms. On your exhale, hinging forward from the hips, find a flat back to just hang out here over the front thighs, so strong core. And then come all the way back through center. Okay, now what I want you to do, gently twist over towards the right. Okay, because we still have that back heel down. Might not come too far. And then come back through center. One more time like that, twisting, gathering up all the strength into the core, twisting to the right, back through center, and then hands float down towards the ground. What I want you to do is step forward. Yes, so back to forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Root into the feet, rise the arms up to reach up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, palms to the heart center. Let's keep on going, guys. Reach arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms to the heart center. Let's come all the way down to forward fold in that prayer with the hands. Let the arms go. Yep, halfway lifting. Forward folding. Take a step back with the left foot this time to a lunge. So once again, low or high, maybe duplicate what you did on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to start with my low lunge. Sweep your arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms to your heart. Right? Take the left fingertips down to the earth. So fingertips just below the shoulder. Okay, and I'm going to charge it up here because I just kind of feel like it. So I'm going to charge at the back knee. I'm on the ball of the back foot still. And then I'm going to bring the right arm up. Or you can keep the back knee down. Right? As long as the front knee's over the ankle. We're stacking our shoulders as best we can. We're breathing. Let's float the right hand down. Okay. Lower the back knee down now and take our half splits. So shifting our hips back so the left hip's over the knee, correct? And extending the right leg, toes pointed up. Take a moment here to plug the hips back to square. And then exhale, hinging forward over right leg. Adjusting as you need to, of course. Lifting the heart on the inhale. Exhale, releasing over the leg again. Perfecto. Lifting the heart. And then taking a sec to bring the hands probably closer to the body as we sweep that right leg back to all fours, preparing for downward facing dog. Root the hands down. Really, particularly rooting down into that L shape that you make with your pointer finger and your thumb. So that big section there of your palm, rooting down there, lifting knees up. Exhale, shifting back. Yeah. And then this time rising the left leg to the sky. And then taking just a moment here to keep as I slip on my mat here, to keep the shoulders square, hips square. Look forward, shifting into three-legged plank, round the spine, hollow the belly, bring the knee to the nose. Even if you've come onto the right hand a bit more, to bring that left leg forward, okay? Once again, lots of practice, I know. Okay, walk the back foot in a bit more for warrior one. Okay, square hips, sweep arms up, inhale. Exhale, plug the shoulders into their sockets. Then bring the palms to heart center for just a sec to really find our nice warrior one. Hips square, front knee over ankle. Yes, very good. Cactus the arms. Okay, inhale here, crown of the head shines high. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips, but leading with the heart and hovering. Okay, hovering, good word, over top of that left thigh. Belly button into the spine, strong belly. Next, inhale, rise your torso back up. Exhale here, pause. And then take a little twist, okay? So starting to twist slightly over to the left. Yeah. Good, come back through center. One more time to the left, so twisting to the left. We're still squeezing our thighs in towards each other though, right? So we don't want that left knee collapsing out. Yeah. Back through center. With the exhale, bring the hands down to the ground and step yourselves forward. Pausing again here. Inhale halfway. Exhale forward. And sinking back into your sit bones for another bout of chair. So another round of chair here. Sweep your arms up and exhale to sink back. This time bring your palms to your heart centers, keeping your knees in line with each other. Hopefully you can see your toesies beyond your knees. Right elbow, as we twist to the left, the right elbow will come to the outside of the left knee or just to the above part of the knee there onto the thigh, right? That pesky right knee, watching out that it doesn't want to come out away from that left knee. Keep them in line. Come back through center, inhale. Exhale, twist towards the other side. So towards the right. And pausing here. Let's come back through center once more. Exhale, forward fold. Whew, feels good to lengthen those legs, right? Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rooting into all four corners of the feet. Rise up, inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms to the heart center. Okay, so just a tiny bit of a balance just before we continue on here. So feet hip distance apart. Okay, so just nice little tree pose, right? Trikonasana, tree pose. So like I said, feet hip distance under the hips, right? Maybe palms to the heart center to start. Take a gaze towards your drishti point, something in front of you that's not moving. You can look at one of my plants if you'd like. Bring the weight into the left foot and then start to rise the right foot to the inner left thigh or maybe the inner left shin, right? So trying to bypass the knee joint if we can. And reaching up to the crown of the head. Nice dignified tree. Yeah. Testing yourself here, okay, by all means putting the right foot down first or keeping it lifted, and then lift the right knee back up about hip height, flex the right foot, and then reach that foot all the way back to a lunge. So we're gonna step the foot back. Whew, there we go, right into the ball of the back foot. Option to lower the knee if you want. I'm going to keep myself charged up here. Okay, so front knee is bent over the ankle. Good. Arms come up, rock the shoulders into their sockets, getting them in there. Okay, twisting over to the left now in this lunge pose, and then extending your arms so they're the length of your legs. Yeah, and they're parallel to the ground, palms facing down, squeezing everything to the midline of the body here, especially if you're charged up in high lunge. Good. Come back through center to bring the arms up. And one more time, exhale, look to the left, twist to the left, extend the arms, palms facing down. Yes. Come back through center, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down to the ground, step back to downward dog. I will give you a choice to stay here with your breath or come to your plank pose and find your bellies to your back bend. Up to you. Stay in your downward dog is beautiful, or plank pose with a breath. Exhale, lowering down to the earth. Inhaling for any back bend of your choice. Maybe it's a little cobra here. Breathe in. Exhale, heart down. Tuck your toes. Shift back, downward dog. Big breath out. Take a gaze to your hands, taking as many steps as you need to get there, or leaping forward if that's in your practice. Inhale halfway. Exhale forward. Rooting down, rising arms up, reaching up. Inhale. Exhale, palms to the heart. All right, tree pose on the other side. So, feet hip distance, right? So from here, palms to the heart center, take the weight into the right foot this time. Left foot to the inner right thigh or shin. Maybe the toes are on the ground. I should have mentioned that before. Still a balance, right? Yeah, so finding that focal point in front of you. Opening that left hip, extending crown of the head up, maybe smiling. My smile looked a little bit fake. A genuine smile. Yes. Okay. So from here, same as the other side, left knee, hip height. If your foot was down, bring it back up. Flex the left foot. Alrighty. Press the left leg back so that we can step all the way back to our lunge. Low or high, correct? On the ball of the back foot, front knee over ankle, palms to heart center at Anjali Mudra. Then arms come up, breathe in. Exhale, plug the shoulders down. And then twisting to the right, extending the arms so that they are parallel with the ground, palms facing down. Let's do that again. Bring arms up, inhale through center, exhale over to the right. Stay here. Come back through center, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Step back, downward dog. And last option for that movement with breath on your own time, that vinyasa just means movement with breath. So you can stay in down dog or shift forward, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, down to the ground. Inhale, any back bend, shoulders back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back downward dog. Take one more huge breath in down dog to the belly. Exhale at the mouth. Maybe give the head a shake. Then lower the knees down, find child's pose. So untuck the toes, knees to the width of the mat perhaps, always feels quite nice. Extend the arms out, forehead to the mat. Maybe I'm even going to do this now is rock your jaw back and forth. I tend to clench my jaw at night. Stressful stuff even when I'm not conscious. So I'm just going to give my jaw a bit of a break here. Even rock your head side to side, massaging your forehead. And then come back through stillness, coming onto all fours. And then finding your seats. Okay, so let's shift our way to the front of our mats for just a few seated cat-cows because we did not do any traditional ones on hands and knees, right? So hands on the outsides of the knees, Lift the heart through the shoulders on the inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, tuck your chin, round back, lengthen the arms, and do a few more to the rhythm of your own breath. On your next exhale, always a nice way to lie back down. So keep the chin tucked, slide your hands down your thighs, and unravel, unroll to the mat below. Yeah, let's take our arms over our heads, extend fingertips from toes, point toes away, and stretch every fiber of your body. And on the exhale, let it go. Let's hug our knees to our chest. So we'll do one more twist before Shavasana. Let's just rock side to side for a sec first. Come back through center. And then place your feet on the mat, but then walk your feet out to the edges of your mat. So to the side, right? So our knees are still pointed up. Feet go out to the width of the mat, and then either cactus your arms, because I'm so close to my wall, or you can extend your arms right from your shoulders, okay? If you're extending your arms, please palms facing down to help rotate the shoulders down, really sink those shoulders down, alrighty? And then flop your knees all the way to the left, and we'll keep them there for this little twist. If your right knee's feeling okay, you might take the left foot and the outside of the left ankle will place itself on top of the right knee to continue to bring that knee, that hip down to the earth, right? Maybe we look to the right. Start to really settle back down to the ground here. Let's bring our heads back through center and then take the left foot off the knee if it was on there. The knees come back through center like windshield wipers. Swipe them to the right this time, okay? Maybe the right ankle, outside of the ankle, just rests itself on top of the left knee. Continue to bring those knees to the right. And maybe we look over the left shoulder. And again, settling in. Taking one more breath in here on this side. On the exhale, our heads come back through center. The right foot comes off the left knee and our knees make their way back through center. Why don't we just windshield wipe our legs back and forth for a couple secs here? Yeah, back and forth. And then as we come through center, squeeze your knees in towards yourselves. And then completely explode and let yourself go to Shavasana. So we'll be here for just a couple of minutes. If you'd like a longer Shavasana, by all means, you're more than welcome to stop the video and stay here for as long as you want. We will just be here for a couple of minutes to let our practices sink in and settle into our bodies. Closing the eyes. Maybe resting the palms on the belly, which is what I've done. Up to you. We get to completely give ourselves over to this moment. Letting the earth do the work of holding and securing our bodies in safety here on our mats, on the floor. Simply watching and observing the breath by breath by breath. Begin to bring awareness back to your bodies lying here in your space. Wiggling fingers and toes, maybe just bringing movement back gradually. Maybe swallowing a few times. Maybe even rotating ankles and wrists around so some larger movements come back. And expanding upon that, extending your arms if you'd like over your heads, stretching toes away from fingers, and then releasing your limbs. Hugging and squeezing your knees back into your body, rolling, rocking side to side. Eventually rolling to one side or the other in that fetal position. It feels so cozy. As we take a sec here, pressing back up to a seat of your choice when you're ready. And keeping the eyes closed if you can for the last couple of moments of our practice. Floating our palms to our heart center at Anjali Mudra. More than anything, please thank yourselves for making the time for you and nourishing your bodies and your minds. I thank you as well. Namaste. Thank you.